Club face angle. Why is it so important for your golf swing, and how can we change it when we're practicing on the launch monitor? So firstly, let's understand what club face angle is. So club face angle is the number or position of the club face when it hits the ball. So at impact of the golf ball, it's saying whether our club is pointing open of the target, whether our club face is pointing closed of the target. It's represented by either a negative number, meaning left of the target, or a positive number, meaning right of the target. It's very important to understand that this is going to be the starting direction of our shot. So it is an absolute essential to get correct. So how do I know whether it's open or closed, and how am I going to control that? Well, I know because of the data. You need to pull up the face angle number. I've had a couple of swings behind me just here. You might be able to see here in the bottom left-hand corner, it's a positive number. So the last swing that I made was an open club face. How do I control the club face? Well, firstly, if we typically have a very weak grip like this, so that means that the left hand or lead hand, if you're a left-handed golfer, I should say, is underneath or more underneath the club, can't really see any knuckles here. That would be a pretty weak orientation with our grip. If I come to set up and I hit my shot, this is actually going to add loft to our club, and the ball is going to go way right. In fact, I can't even get a club face number there because it was so far right of the target, it didn't actually show. So we don't really typically want that for many golfers. We're already struggling for club speed as it is. We want to keep this grip pretty neutral to perhaps a little bit on the stronger side if you're struggling with those slicing shots. So let's go to the opposite. If I had a really, really strong grip, that would be this hand's really on top of the club, this hand sitting underneath just here. And if I go and hit my shot, the ball would hook miles and miles and miles left. So my face angle there was minus 8.2 degrees left. My club path was great, but my face angle was not, and the ball went miles left. Now the problem, even though everyone's like, well, isn't hitting a bit of a draw a good thing? Sure. The problem is when I have a really, really strong grip like this, and I come in and I hit my shots, I typically take a lot of loft off the club, stand the club up a little bit so I get some inconsistent contact. So my loft on that shot there was only 16 degrees and I'm hitting a 7-iron. For most people, when they don't have a lot of club speed, the ball isn't going to go very far. It's going to hook, right? It's going to sometimes even go along the ground. Sometimes you're going to kind of thin it and top it because we're raising that handle too much. So we want to establish a neutral grip for most golfers. So neutral is going to feel like when I put this lead hand on top of the club, the V just here between my thumb and my index finger, it's going to point up towards my right pec just here, just a little bit right of my microphone. And this right hand's going to come in, it's just going to kind of shake hands with the club just here. So if I come down, have a nice smooth swing while I'm playing around with this grip, we should see a pretty good, little club 12 there, a pretty good face angle, 0.2 degrees. All right, so that's weak grips, strong grips, neutral grips. If you're a little bit confused about all the grip talk, why don't you book into a session down here with myself or Lee? We can chat through it. We can find out what your tendency is, get you on the path to better golf. All right, guys, catch you all next time. Happy golfing.